Hey there! Do you want to learn how to give encouragement, a praise to your employee that will actually stick? Hey there, and welcome back to the Work From Home series. And this is going to be part 2 of a mini series for the 1-minute manager. Now, in the earlier video, I talked about how to set goals with your employee and with yourself. Now, this is part 2, which is all about how to give someone praise, a 1-minute praise. Now, that's how it's called in the book, which is one of the first books that we ask employees to study because it's such an amazing tool, fast tool to learn how to either manage yourself better or how to manage other people better. Now, after you set a goal with someone, you want to know how to catch them doing something right. Now, that's the main thing that I want to keep in mind, that you always want to catch your employees or whoever you're managing doing something right. That's such a concept that a lot of people don't do. They usually more likely catch people when they do something wrong, which is totally counterintuitive because that shows people that that's the only thing that you're watching out for. So try to catch people doing something right. And when they do, these are the next steps that you want to do. The first one is to be as specific as possible. The first thing is to find what it is that actually did something right. Be specific about it. Try to think of an example of why they did that really awesome. Try to think of, like, if you can gather data of why that was so awesome of what they did, then that's more effective when you're giving a praise to someone. Because then moving forward, you're kind of building that, good feeling of, like, if they do this again, they're going to get that good feeling of, like, oh, my boss likes me doing this, or this is so encouraging, this is something I should do more often. So try to be specific as possible when you're giving a praise. Number 2 is actually talk about how you felt when they did that awesome thing. So try to add in a little bit more of emotion to it. It is something that they feel did make an impact because it made you feel this way. So the way I might do it is, I felt really proud that you did this, or it felt really awesome to see you succeed. It was really awesome. It felt really awesome to see you do this by yourself. So that's like a really quick way of, like, putting in more impact, more of a stick to what you're trying to say to that person when you're trying to tell them that they did right. And then number 3 is to encourage them to keep doing it moving forward. Now, it's really important to encourage them moving forward because then it sticks more. Like, if a person solved a problem really quickly by doing using this one tool, you say, "I'm really amazing that you found this tool. I hope that moving forward this helps you more." Or, trying to find some way to make that praise something that is applicable to the future, because most of the praisings will be. So, for example, if you had an employee who had to go through a really hard time but still kept pushing, still kept their head up, still found things to be grateful for, to be happy for, then you make that something that I hope the next time that you're going through this, you can always talk to me, but, like, I hope that your attitude continues moving forward. And then the last one, which is kind of a bonus, so it's not really part of the steps, but this is kind of a bonus thing, is try to make the praise, if they did a really awesome thing, something huge, try to make the praise have more impact by giving them something physical, something visceral, something that they can hold to. It could be cash bonus, it could be a book that they've always been eyeing, or it could be something that that they actually like. That's why you have to build a relationship with your people, because then you can easily give them praise, you can easily help them feel good or feel better. So that's kind of like the last one as kind of a bonus. You don't have to, you definitely don't have to, but it does have more impact when you actually give them something to remember the awesome thing that they did. So that's kind of like all the 3 or 4 steps, depending on what you're looking at it, of how to give a 1-minute praising. First one is to be as specific as possible. State the example, get data if you have them, state that data if you have them. And then number 2 is to add a little bit of emotion, basically. Add what did you feel when they did this awesome thing. Why did this feel really good to you? Why was this something that, did mean a lot to you? And then the last one is encourage them to use that behavior moving forward. Find different narratives of, like, this is awesome, I hope you do this moving forward. And then as a bonus, like I said, is to give them a bonus. Find a visual thing that you can give them, so it's more real to them that this is something that I did do. This is something that was real. This is something I figured out myself or I did myself. So kind of find that whatever it is that you think can encourage them to keep doing this moving forward. Now, none of this is a secret to any of our employees. All of them know this. Like I said, they study this book. They study this book like in the first week, I think, or the first 2 weeks of when they're in the company, depending on how fast they read books. So this is one of the first books. So none of these is a secret. This is not manipulative. This is not anything bad. This is just encouraging them in the right way of catching them doing something right. Now, when you catch them doing something right, you do 1 minute praising, because that's just the easiest way to kind of push that you did this awesome thing, and I hope you do it moving forward. I caught this person doing something really awesome with something that they used to struggle with. So make it as specific as possible. This person didn't know how to do email marketing when they started out in the company, and they were struggling with it, and I saw them struggle with it. I gave them the right tools, but it doesn't seem like they would get it, and alas, they found out how to do it. So this is how I'm going to do it. Hey, I heard that you got 100 subscribers for this client. That's amazing. I remember when you first started out and you were like trying to find this way to break through. And I remember when our goal was just 10 for that person per day. Now you're getting 100. That's amazing. You have to keep in mind that for every person that you get, that client gets $100. You're helping them so much. I feel so proud to see you grow this much, to see you do this amazing thing, even without my instruction. That's just great. I hope that you do this moving forward. I know that you can do it because you've done it this time. I hope this continues because you are just an awesome person. I've seen your potential from the start. Now, here's a book that I know you've always wanted to read. I saw it with you looking at it when we were in the bookstore one time. So here you go. And that's kind of it. That's kind of the quickest way to give someone a praise, to just be specific as possible. That's just the main thing you can keep in mind. Be specific as possible. Every step that I did is just specificity. I know specific thing, what they did, specific thing that I felt, specific thing that they can do moving forward, and then a specific bonus that could help them, encourage them, to keep doing that behavior. Having to give someone praise can be really easy if you make it into a habit to always catch people doing something right. That's just the main thing. Try to catch your people doing something right. Heck, if you're only managing yourself, try to catch yourself doing something right. Don't be too hard on yourself. Remember to celebrate your wins. That was kind of it for this video. Again, I am Lacaba, your virtual ate. Ate means older sister in Tagalog. And I'm here to guide you to hopefully building your online career or your online business. With this, I hopefully gave you guys value of how to manage your employees. So moving forward, they can be more profitable to you. They can be someone who grows in your company. They can be someone who self-grows and finds other opportunities for you. Now, if you guys have any questions, suggestions, please let me know. You can email me at leanne@2xu.com. You can also book a discovery call if you want to just talk with me and get to know and to connect. If you guys like this video, please hit like or leave a comment to let me know if this is something that is important to you or this is something that you like to see. And I'll see you guys in the next video.